Hello and welcome. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of the 7 habits of highly successful people. Hi, my name is Gordon De Silva, and you may well have come across the best-selling book 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by author Stephen Covey. We lost him recently, and I would count him as one of my absentee mentors. He's one of the mentors I looked at from afar and followed his work and applied it into my thinking, into my businesses and into my clients' businesses for great reward, for a great deal of success. And I would wish for you the same thing. The 7 habits cover key ingredients, and I would suggest you actually get the book, if not on audiobook, if not on Kindle, then buy the physical paperback, and I'm sure you will get amazing value from reading that book. I think it's only about £7. If you'd like to join me as a client, we'll certainly gift you that book on welcome you in, because we believe it's essential reading, certainly when working with us, because we apply those 7 secrets along with a few others into our business modeling and our business multiplier program. But today, the one I'd like to focus on is the grid, the important and not urgent grid, and it's one of the things that determined how well I spent my time all those years ago when I first came across the book. I think it's probably about 10, maybe 15 years ago. So let's get onto the computer screen and go through the program. Hello, so here we are with the Stephen Covey model of urgent and important, and you can begin to see why we call it the urgent important model or the important urgent model, because those are the only two things we're concerned about in this particular model. On the left-hand side, you can see the important and not important above and below. And on the top, you can see urgent and not urgent on the left and on the right. And let's just take the grids pieces in turn. So on the bottom right, we have the red grid, and I marked it red for a particular reason. These are tasks, actions that are not urgent and not important. So really, if you look at your diary, there should be none of these tasks in your diary. If they're not important and not urgent, why are you doing them? So, they should be done by someone else, because maybe they need to be done, but not by you, okay? So find someone who has less valuable things to do than you to do those tasks. On the left of that, we have the purple grid, and on there we have the items that are urgent but not important. So these are things that have to be done because they are urgent to do, but they're not important to do. Again, you should not be doing those, because if they're urgent but not important, they need doing, no doubt about that, but somebody else should do that task, because and they do it quickly, but it shouldn't be you, because it's not for one of your key clients, or it's not one of the things that's taking your business forward. Now we go above that to the blue grid, and on the blue grid we have the items that are urgent, so they need to be done quickly, and they're also important. So these are things that probably want to have your attention, but again, ideally you want to not be involved in that. So if you can avoid doing things that are urgent but not urgent and important, and you can give them to someone else, you're in a really good place in your business, because you have a watching brief on them, you've allocated to a key member of your team who understands that it's urgent but also important. So it's maybe one of your key clients or one of the key elements of your plan that has to be done, and it has to be done quickly and with care. So that is a really important box to be aware of and give your attention to. The most crucial box on the whole screen is, of course, the not urgent but important. These are things that don't have to be done, but are important to be done because they will move your business forward. So, for example, if you don't improve your website, now I ask loads of people about their website, and the answer I regularly get is, oh yeah, it's not yet finished, I'm about to change it, and it's never ever done. And no one really seems to be super proud of their website. And so those are things that are important. So you want to be proud of your website as a way to bring in business and keep clients engaged, but it's not urgent. No one's going to complain if your website isn't done. No client's going to have a pop at you. Your cash flow isn't going to suffer necessarily if you don't adjust your website. But you can understand it's important to do. Making a call to a potential client or a client to address a moment of truth or give them added value. Those things are important, but they're not urgent because the client hasn't called. They're not demanding your attention, but it's important enough to do. Now, those are the things that will take your business forward. And I suggest if a good proportion, if not 50%, then and above, then at least 50% of your time should be spent on things that are important but not urgent, because those are the things that will move your business forward. If some of your time is then spent in the urgent and important quadrant, fair enough. Maybe 10, 20% of your time keeping on watching brief, maybe getting involved a bit more. So the two boxes at the top, the important boxes, the urgent and not urgent boxes, are the way you should spend most of your time. Of course, more of your time in the not urgent box. The boxes below the not important box, if any, maybe 5, 10% of your time, maybe on the not important but urgent, just to make sure they get done, but nothing else. So therein is the Stephen Covey model of urgent and important, and I commend it to you. Well, that was a reasonably quick view of how the important and urgent concept may affect you and your thinking in your business, in your action plans and to-do lists. What I would reinforce is the important stuff that you should be doing is not urgent stuff as well, because the urgent stuff will not take your business forward, although it does need to be done. I'm not doubting that. But the important stuff is the pieces that are going to move your business forward and achieve your goals. Whether your goals are making more money, whether your goals are improving how much time you have to enjoy the fruits of your labor, whether the goals are having a business that's easy to sell for a lot of money, or whether your goals are simply improving sales and improving margins. Whatever your goals are, this one piece will help you get there faster. Take care of yourself, and don't forget, if you like it, please share it, link to it, comment on it, and I look forward to speaking to you on either one of our quick fix calls if that's appropriate for you, or if not, one of our seminars we run, or even on our Profit Multiplier program. Take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.